On Sundays, I usually don't have anything, but today I planned a busking session with my friends at Public Gardens at Boston Commons. I take my time through my morning routine and I get my belongings ready for the busking session. I bring my bag full of equipment down to the first floor to grab breakfast before heading out.
Forgot my camera. Have to head back.
My sister and I take the train to Boston Commons to scout out an area for us to busk at. Once I've selected a spot, I set up my instruments, camera, and equipment. The full video of the performance is on my channel, but I'll link it in the description. Once we finish busking, I head back to Berklee campus with my friends, where we part ways and head back to our respective dorms. I spent the majority of my time afterwards editing and reviewing the footage for my camera. At 5:50, I make my way to the elevators with my Bari Sax for my Audire soundtrack orchestra rehearsal. We're playing some recognizable video game tunes. Here are some clips. The cafe closes at weird times on the weekends, so once my rehearsal ends at 9, I return to Wendy's again for a quick dinner. Some of my friends are performing at an open mic in the caf from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m., so I make my way over to the caf to watch them perform. Felipe, the leader of the video game tribute ensemble, performed the Me Channel theme, which I was really happy to see. Now, before I end this video, I wanted to give my thoughts on the whole series. You can probably tell I was kind of losing creative drive throughout the series. Like, the first episode was like 8 minutes long, and then they started decreasing to 5 until one of them was like 3 minutes. And I think I just started to run out of things to record because the day does get repetitive. Like, that's the truth. And although I have like different things going on, the concepts are usually the same. Classes, rehearsal, whether it be a different class, whether it be a different rehearsal, and there's very few days where I have something unique that's different from the other days. So once the very first day, I had so much because the series was brand new and I had nothing else to really add on because it was the first episode. But as the week went on, I definitely ran out of things to mention, talk about, and say that were unique and weren't repetitive. And I think that's something that if I do want to do vlogs in the future, that is something I'll have to figure out how to switch. I think this experience has made me realize that a daily vlog is definitely not what I would like to do. I'm thinking maybe when I have performances, gigs, or concerts, that's what I would vlog just for that day. That way it's like specific, like, hey, this is my schedule for this gig, what I'm gonna do, how I prepare for it, the rehearsals, all of that stuff. So that's why I think specific gig vlogs are much more entertaining to watch than daily vlogs. But I wanted to walk you through the week or a week in my life because I feel like I just want to be able to document this portion of my life, adjusting to college once I got here. And I didn't really have any expectations for this series. I was just hoping that I could get some footage from each of my ensembles and I could kind of see like in a year or two, like, oh, this is what I did in my first few weeks at Berklee, my first semester. So that's kind of what I was trying to do when I first made the series, but as it went on, it definitely got more stressful, and I was constantly running out of storage throughout the day. That's why, you know, some footage is kind of missing, and I definitely got very lazy and burnt out. I stayed up late editing a lot of the stuff, to the point where I really should have been going to bed earlier if I had normally just, you know, done my thing. I've really enjoyed this week especially. I think I've had so much happen this week than it normally does. And maybe part of it was because I scheduled things just so I could record it for vlogs, like buying the mouthpiece yesterday. Busking, I think, with my friends today was the highlight of the whole week. I think all my ensembles were pretty fun. I don't think I've ever had all of those ensembles in 1 week, so I'm glad we could do that, and I could show you guys what my day looks like, especially with all these different ensembles that I applied to going on. And I'm glad that I could get together a video game jazz ensemble to play some charts with, because that's something I've always wanted to do, and I get to control what happens and the direction that I want to take with it. So I'm thankful to all my friends who are willing to help me out with it, which I'm grateful that I have friends here, even though it's still like the first few weeks. Obviously these guys were always my friends, but I didn't have like this type of connection that I have now by being in an ensemble. So I'm really happy to just be a part of that. That's what Berklee's about, the community, and that's what I think is the main reason why I wanted to come here, and I'm already experiencing the benefits of that. I think this week was definitely stressful at times, and I definitely feel a little burnt out. So now that I'm done with recording these things, I like to see how much I can do now with my time, how much free time I have. I don't have to document everything. I think that was one thing that was really burning me out, that like, oh, if I do this, then I have to document it, and I just don't have time to document it while doing this thing. So I think that was a really main issue that I had with this series. But now that I'm here, I'm glad that I went through all of that, and I'm glad that it's over, because you know, you learn things and you move on. I have a few shows coming up in a month or two with some of the ensembles that I showed you throughout the series, and I love to get my video game ensemble a show at some point, but that's definitely, you know, a long way down the road. But otherwise, I'm thankful. Thanks for watching. Thank you for sticking around. If you have stuck around this long, thank you for watching the whole series. If you haven't, just, you know, look at the description and find you can find the playlist of all 7 parts of this. But I really appreciate it, because I spend, as you can tell, I really do spend a lot of time making these, planning these, and figuring it all out. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I hope you look forward to more content that I have in the future. I'm definitely not going to stop, and I'll keep posting you if I have live events, concerts, whatever. So I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Peace.